I just finished Pretty Girls this morning and I have a lot to say about it. Enough where I need a whole review about it because I usually don't review just single books, but it was intense and I need to talk about it. And yes, I have one of these little things. I never use them because I feel weird holding it. Like it's like, what's on the weather today? But my kids are walking around and there's some crazy stuff going outside and it's a lot of noise. So yeah, I'm using one. Anyway, Pretty Girls. A lot of you guys chatted about it and I was just like, let me give it a try. I knew what I was getting into before I started reading it. You guys all said it was a great book, just very, very intense. So I knew. So I decided I'm going to audiobook this one because books like this get me like really anxious. And when I audiobook it is not as intense compared to when I'm reading it. I can really get in my head. And let me start by saying I could not have picked a worse time in my life to start reading a book like this. I was going through some crazy stuff mentally the last week or so. I shared about it a few posts back. And even with everything going on, it was just mind blowing. It was so, so good. How this book is not a movie, how no movie company has picked this book up. There's so much that can just turn into a phenomenal movie. I feel that companies are missing out. This book talks about three sisters that go through a lot. Won't do a lot of details about it, but there's a bad guy in there, a really, really, really bad guy, and a lot happens to the sisters. Read the triggers because these are topics that are not easy. This is what the black web is made of, is from topics that are discussed in this book. So there is nothing easy. I have daughters. I am a daughter. I have two sisters. I grew up around women. So this book hit home of the what ifs and it can definitely get your mind going with it. Even with listening, I still had to pause the book. I'm not a murder mystery girly. And for me not to be a murder mystery girly, but still acknowledge when I found gold, this is a gold standard book. This is what I am going to hold all my other murder mystery thriller books to this standard. And if you do the audiobook, I did it on Libby. They gave a 2-hour narration of another book she did. I couldn't get into it right now because it took a lot for me to finish this book. And I don't know if I can mentally hold another one of her books, but if this is the one and only one I read of hers, I felt like I picked the best one. They talk about topics I never even knew about. So brace yourself when you're starting. Brace yourself of what you're going to take in because it can definitely keep you up at night. This was definitely a 5-star read for me. I have books that I've read in every genre that kind of sets the standard for what that genre should be like. And this is the standard for me for thriller, murder mystery type books. If you haven't read it and you're this type of girl, you read it, just brace yourself. Happy reading.